Hello, everyone. I'm Fred Fung, your General Manager, and I'm here today with Joseph Alwell, your Assistant General Manager. We are at the beautiful Bonita Bay Club Naples campus. There's a lot going on here this summer. We have the Sable Golf Course renovation that's underway, the practice facilities being completely reimagined, and the Naples Clubhouse, where we're standing right now. Project gets started this month. So we'll be doing a series of videos during the process to keep you updated. Today's video is really focusing on the big picture, as well as what type of temporary facilities are going to be available during construction. Joseph, let's start off with identifying what were the primary objectives in addressing the Naples Clubhouse.
So it's a great question. Primarily, our focus was really the comprehensive facility and the member experience that is enjoyed throughout, with a specific focus on the locker rooms, the dining room and bar, and the kitchen to support them.
Great. And now I know that we considered renovating the facility and also building and constructing a brand new building. Why build new?
So actually, one of the first parts of an exercise when we look at the facilities in the existing facility is if it can be renovated to support the needs of what the desired outcome will be. Unfortunately, in the case of the Naples Clubhouse, it was determined that the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems were out of date for today's building code. And in Florida building code, there is a provision that a structure is renovated to a tune of 50% or more of the market value of that structure. It has to come up to modern day building code for all those systems that I mentioned, as well as ADA accessibility. So it was determined that we'd not be able to bring those systems up to speed without it being cost prohibitive. So we ended up selecting a new build process instead, which has some other unique benefits, including all new materials, all new equipment, a more flexible design process, as well as a more predictable build process.
Now, from an overall site standpoint, how will the arrival experience change from the way that it is today?
So one of the really neat characteristics of the design is an improved sense of arrival for membership. So right now, as the site plan lays, it's somewhat circular in fashion. When you approach the end of Wildwood Boulevard, you have to take that left or right as you approach the obscured clubhouse. With the new design, there'll be a centerline entryway directly to the clubhouse, which is going to give a really nice sense of arrival and a beautified view of the clubhouse with enhanced landscaping to flank that entry drive. So we're really excited about that improvement.
Now, how big will the new clubhouse be in relation to the current size?
So the new design of the clubhouse, overall square footage wise, is just slightly less, but about a similar footprint. However, we're going to optimize that square footage in a much more intuitive fashion, as well as an exchange of more outdoor spaces, primarily covered dining. So it's going to make much better use of that square footage.
Now, you mentioned the primary objectives, I think, as being addressing the locker room facilities, the kitchen, and the dining experience and views. Can you specify exactly how we're addressing those areas?
Sure. So starting with the locker room, we're increasing the size of the locker room and the functionality of each. So overall, the plumbing fixtures are about doubling. So your water closets, your sinks, showers, and the like, as well as improving the functionality by where it's located within the clubhouse. If you look at where the kind of current pro shop is, it's going to flip sides. So the locker room will be the closest to the cart staging area. Now there'll be a dedicated access from the cart staging area to the back of the locker rooms, making a easier point of entry for members before or after their round. And then also moving on to the dining room and the bar, we're really going to enhance the bar experience. We currently have that sunken bar. It doesn't really capture any of these wonderful views that we experience out here at the Naples Club. So we're going to instead have a four-sided bar that's centered in the interior dining space. So it's going to be a much more enjoyable experience for membership. And then the outdoor dining area is going to be greatly enhanced. In fact, most of the dining space will be outdoor and undercover, and it's going to really integrate the indoors and outdoors with the dining facility and capture some of the best views. In fact, to take best advantage of those views, the whole clubhouse itself is going to rotate about 17 degrees to the north, which will give a centerline view of both returning 18s. So it's going to really capture and enhance already one of the best views there is for members.
Will the kitchen change in terms of functionality or size, or How will that be different?
Certainly. So the kitchen itself will be completely relayed out, outfitted with all new equipment. As well, one of the key features is incorporating bulk cooking. So that's the cooking that takes place to provide for our banquets, our club events. Currently, this kitchen lacks that production. So what we have to do right now is do a lot of commissary, where we have to produce the food at the West facility and bring it out here, or kind of cook on site like you see on some of our outdoor events. So we'll have a lot more horsepower for those nice club events for membership.
Now, speaking about food and beverage, some of our members have noted the water appearance out here. How are we addressing the water quality here?
So on a separate project that's already underway, we're tying into the county's fresh water system. So we will no longer need the on-site well and treatment plant that we have currently. So we'll have a lot more predictable source of fresh water, which will serve the needs of the entire campus. So we'll be able to get away from the bottled water that we have on the comfort stations and have an overall improvement of that water quality throughout the whole facility.
So during the construction process, what type of temporary facilities can members expect when they come out here? I think some people think that we're not going to use a whole lot of temporary facilities because we don't utilize a lot of dining. What will be available?
So in terms of temporary facilities, already online is a fully outfitted pro shop, and coming online soon is a mobile food truck, which is currently awaiting its permit approval. So in the meantime of that coming online, we have beverage cart service available, as you'd expect, on course, but also in a stationary fashion outside of that temporary pro shop. And then we'll have full service coming from that mobile food truck once available.
So when can we expect this beautiful new Bonita Bay Club Naples Clubhouse to be completed and open?
We're really excited for this project to be shortly underway and reopened and complete coming the fall of next year, which intuitively is right around the same time we can expect Sable to come back online.
Oh, perfect. So thanks for joining us. That concludes our first video on the Naples Clubhouse project. By next fall, every aspect of the Bonita Bay Naples campus will be significantly improved from its former self. We hope you're as excited as we are. In the meantime, have a great summer, stay cool, and we'll see you soon.